Hey YouTube, this is Steve from San Francisco. Today is Tuesday, May 20th, 2025, and I just got back from the New England area. I had a family emergency. I had to fly back up there last week. I lost my father. He passed away at age 77. Yeah, I went there, spent a week. Yeah, a lot of things have been going on. I was in Munson, Massachusetts this past week, and this whole week opened up another rabbit hole. I have a list of places that I want to go in New England and even here in California to do paranormal investigations. It just opened right up when I was in Munson this past weekend, because I hung out there when I was a kid, and I spent a lot of time there. And my father is from Munson, and he spent most of his when he was a kid, most of his childhood life was in Munson. And I've been interested in the paranormal for a while. Used to watch TV shows, Ghost Hunters, started watching that in the early 2000s. Ghost Avengers, Ghost Brothers, even Mountain Monsters, with them looking for Bigfoot for years. I started watching Mountain Monsters in 2013. Yeah, I'm making a list of what towns in New England I should be going to for investigations. All right, I'm starting off with Munson. Munson, I know there's some stuff. The history. I know there's stuff in Munson. Places I could go in Munson to do investigations. I seen pictures of a train derailment. I guess it happened in the 1940s or 50s. A big train derailment. Something must have happened there. That's one of the things that got me interested in Munson. A big train derailment. Or maybe something happened. I would like to investigate, see the history, then see what happened. Another place, Cedar Swamp Road. I hung out in Cedar Swamp Road in the early 90s. I would like to spend more time up there when I go back. I'm planning on going back in the fall, sometime near Halloween. Cedar Swamp Road is interesting. Yeah, a lot of things happened. I guess the house that I used to go to, that's a possibility there was a haunting there. I could remember I was with somebody. We ended up making something out of paper, and we started asking questions back then. I was about 17, 18 at the time. Paper, Ouija board. Back then, we were doing risky stuff. In my teenage years, everybody does risky stuff. We did that. Yeah, I was with somebody, but I no longer talk to them. Yeah. But, yeah, I would like to investigate that road, or either go to where my family used to live, my relatives, and there's a cemetery with my last name on it in Stafford Springs. I like to go to Stafford Springs, Connecticut. Munson, Stafford Springs. That's a good place. I like to go back to Dudleytown, Connecticut. Maybe camp out there for a couple of nights. There's a lot of places. Dudleytown, just stay and see what happens. But I need a team to do that. I have to assemble a team to go down there and spend a couple of nights. Somebody suggested to me, I think it was Jonathan. I had an email about 5 months ago. Fitchburg. There's some places in Fitchburg I can go to. Fitchburg, Massachusetts. I'm looking into Fitchburg. Some buildings, maybe abandoned buildings in Fitchburg. Salem's definite. Few places in Salem to go to. Yeah, Salem, Massachusetts. That's another thing on my list to go to. I would love to spend time in Salem when I go back. I'm planning on going back in October. And Barre, Vermont. I'm planning on going to Barre, Vermont. I have history there dating back 28 years. All right. I wonder if anybody that I know up there back in 1997 is still around. I would like to go back. Maybe do an investigation in Barre, Vermont. There's all these places. Cape Cod, New Hampshire, any place in New England. To do an investigation. If anybody has any suggestions, either email me at stevefromstfran@yahoo.com or just post a comment on YouTube. Just give me suggestions about any New England places. I know there's a lot of places in Boston. A lot of history there. The Revolutionary War. Maybe up in Lynn, Massachusetts. Please, I just need suggestions on more places. I get a team and we'll come up. This is like 5 months down the road. Okay? Places here in California. In the Los Angeles area. I remember Richard Ramirez. the Cecil Motel. Have a hard time getting in there. And there's a few other places in Hollywood to do investigations. Yeah, it just, this week, when I was gone, it just opened up a big rabbit hole, and I got ideas coming up. And I want to do them. Seems like my mission has changed, and I want to do it. But the question is when, the time, the schedule. It might have to be after the 4th of July that I could start this. Yeah. And Munson is my first priority. Munson will be the first. The town of Munson in Massachusetts. That area. There has to be something between Stafford Springs, Munson, and Palmer. That whole area. Even Gilbertville, Massachusetts. If anybody has suggestions, just send me an email. Like I said, just send the comment on YouTube. Yeah, there's something I have to do. A lot of ideas keep on popping up, and I'm writing stuff down. I'm writing up my next trip to New England area. The question is, how many days could I stay? And there's a few places in California, in the Los Angeles area, in San Diego, that I'm going to be doing this summer. But it'll have to be after the 4th of July. I might go back up to Martinez and take a trip up there to see what happened to the town called Avon. There's got to be something up there too. All right. And Queen Mary. That area. Let's see what happens. All right. That's all I gotta say. All right. I'm just making probably like a 15-minute video. Just let me know. Whoever's watching, just let me know. I want to know about other places. All right. You can reach me at stevefromsanfran@yahoo.com, or just send me a comment on YouTube. All right. This is Steve from San Fran, and I am out.